Welcome and thank you for clicking on my video. Today we have another TikTok drama, but this is with the drink of Prime. There's no more wasting time. If you have not, come subscribe.
I never thought that Logan Paul and Forever Chemicals would be in the same sentence, but there's actually a class action lawsuit against Prime Energy and Prime Hydration, which are energy drinks and sports drinks that were made by a company called Prime Energy, owned by Logan Paul. And one of the allegations is that Prime Hydration has PFAS and PFOs, Forever Chemicals, in them. So this is an ongoing lawsuit, and our office was actually recently contacted by a young boy who has leukemia after drinking Prime Hydration, and PFOs and PFAs have been linked to specific types of cancers. Not only is there a lawsuit against Logan Paul's company Prime for there being PFOs, which are Forever Chemicals, in the Prime Hydration drink, but according to the testing done by one of the lawyers for the plaintiff, guess how much PFOs were in the product, in the drink? 3 times the amount that you should have in your lifetime in PFOs from drinking water. In one Prime Hydration drink, they found 3 times the amount of PFOs that you should consume in drinking water in your life. Not only has certain testing confirmed that there are Forever Chemicals, PFOs, and PFAs in the Logan Paul energy drink Prime Hydration, but this is a company, Prime Hydration and Prime Energy, that its first year made $250 million in sales, and according to Yahoo Finance was set up to make about $1.2 billion in sales in 2023. And there's certain technology these days that removes PFAs, removes PFOs to the best of their ability at the drinking water source. So my question is, has this company used that technology? All right, Logan Paul, this video is directly for you, my friend, and I gotta ask you straight up, does your Prime Hydration drink contain Forever Chemicals, PFAS and PFAs, whatever you want to call them? Does your drink contain Forever Chemicals? Not only is there a lawsuit against Logan Paul's company Prime for there being PFOs, which are Forever Chemicals, in the Prime Hydration drink.
All right, let's talk about this. First off, anyone can sue anyone at any time. That does not make the lawsuit true, and in this case, it is not. There's claims that PFOS or Forever Chemicals come from plastic. So in this case, they're not talking about the actual drink, the liquid Prime. They're talking about the bottle that Prime is manufactured in. This ain't a rinky-dink operation. We use the top bottle manufacturers in the United States. All of your favorite beverage brands, Coke, Pepsi, Tropicana, Dr. Pepper, they use these companies. If the product is served in plastic, they make a bottle for them. Accordingly, we follow Title 21 for the Code of Regulations for PET and all other types of bottles. The products are manufactured by our company in a manner compliant with all pertinent current good manufacturing practices by the United States Food and Drug Administration. All of our suppliers use GMP facilities. But let's say they're talking about the drink itself. Here's where their argument really falls apart. Pay attention.
But according to the testing done by one of the lawyers for the plaintiff...
Whoa! Hold it! You Saul Goodman or Walter White, brother, because this little study that was conducted by a lawyer is absolute bullshit. They're claiming that Prime has 0.06 ppt, parts per trillion. But that's interesting because the EPA says that anything under 1.1 ppt cannot be deemed as reasonably accurate, meaning they don't have the right tools or resources to even prove what they're claiming. Are you following this? It means the detection limit is 66 times more than what they're claiming we have in our drink. And that's just the detection limit. Your own state will not even take action unless it's over 40 parts per trillion. So we don't even think this information is factual, but for the sake of this conversation, let's continue.
In one Prime Hydration drink, they found 3 times the amount of PFOs that you should consume in drinking water in your life.
We have a very big multi-million-dollar filter that filters the water from the state. Water you drink at home, water provided by the state before we make it into Prime. If this claim about PFOs and PFAs is true, what is that saying about your state water? Then, according to their website, the Environmental Protection Agency's recommendation is using one of 3 tactics to remove as many PFOS and PFAS as possible. Activated carbon, ion exchange treatment, and reverse osmosis. Well, we do 2 out of the 3 of those to clean the state's water before it even becomes Prime. We don't think these numbers are factual, and we're not the only one who caught this.
The level that was reportedly found was below the limit of detection, and if that even was the level, it is still 66 times lower than the recently established federal maximum contaminant level of 4 parts per trillion for PFOS.
For customer safety, we retain samples of every single batch of Prime that has ever come off the production line. So if/when this plaintiff wants to come forward with a production number, we will retain samples from that batch and conduct our own independent study. We're putting out better for you products. Meanwhile, our competitors are on the cusp of getting banned in the United States. The #1 sports drink in the world just had SKUs banned in California for using dyes linked to cancer. That is a fact. It already happened. The difference with us is one person conducted a random study and has provided zero evidence to substantiate any of their claims. Do y'all remember a while back when they said that the FDA was investigating Prime? It never happened. They never called us because we follow every single guideline and regulation. So Tommy, the TikTok lawyer, 4 videos in, man, farm those views, get those likes, and get a haircut while you're at it. We'll accept an apology within the next 48 hours, otherwise you're going to be representing yourself in a miserable courtroom for lying about our brand. Within the next 48 hours, otherwise you're going to be representing yourself in a miserable courtroom for lying about our...
Yo, Logan, why don't we just go live and talk about this? Do you want to have a discussion or you just want to threaten me? Logan, man, you want to talk about the facts? I got the lawsuit right here. Let's talk about what it says. But before we do that, I want to respond to something specifically you said in your video, which is, quote, the EPA says that anything under 1.1 parts per trillion, PPT, cannot be deemed as reasonably accurate. Well, this, sir, is the EPA's lifetime drinking water health advisories for 4 perfluoroalkyl substances. Lifetime drinking water health advisories, Logan. Lifetime. If you need a citation for that, my friend, that's in the Federal Register, Volume 87, number 118, published June 21st, 2022, page 36,848. This is what the EPA says on that page. Quote, EPA's health advisories, which identify the concentration of chemicals in drinking water at or below which adverse health effects are not anticipated to occur. In other words, the EPA doesn't anticipate adverse health effects to occur if the level of PFOA or PFOS is below these levels. Ready? Let's see what they are, Logan. 0.004 parts per trillion for PFOA and 0.02 parts per trillion for PFOS. So do you dispute that's what the EPA says about the lifetime advisory for PFOA and PFOS? Well, let's talk about the lawsuit allegations. Paragraph 54. Plaintiffs sought independent third-party testing to determine whether the product contained PFAS chemicals. Paragraph 55. Plaintiffs' independent testing was conducted in accordance with accepted industry standards for detecting the presence of PFAS. Let's read on. Paragraph 56 here talks about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of PFAS found in the product under this testing according to the complaint. Paragraph 57 states, thus, defendant's product exposes hundreds of thousands of unsuspecting consumers to toxic synthetic chemicals in direct contradiction to their uniform label claims. Paragraph 58, I think we just read this from the EPA itself. In fact, the EPA recently tightened its lifetime health advisory levels for PFOA and PFOS exposure in drinking water. For PFOS, the recommendation is 0.02 parts per trillion. Paragraph 59, per the complaint, the amount of PFOS found within the product from plaintiff's testing is approximately 3 times the recommended lifetime health advisory for drinking water. What's up with that? What? All right, Logan, I didn't get a haircut for this one, but let's get something straight out the bat. I'm not afraid of you, bro. This is not some fake social media battle. I'm a lawyer. You want to talk the law with me? Let's talk the law, because it sounds like you need a lesson in defamation law. There's this thing called the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, a pesky little thing, and it allows you to speak freely about things that are true. Now, you can sue someone for defamation if they make a false statement, but there's something called the fair report privilege in the law. And what that means is that if someone speaks publicly about something that's of public record, like a lawsuit, for example, and they're fairly reporting on that, then it's privileged and it's true. It's not defamation. So this is your video where you said I lied when I said that the lawsuit alleged that their testing revealed that there's 3 times as much PFOS in prime hydration than is allowable under the lifetime water limit. Well, here it is. Paragraph 59. The amount of PFOS found within the product from plaintiff's testing is approximately 3 times the recommended lifetime health advisory for drinking water. So how is that a lie? Seriously.
Oh, wow. What do you guys think? Like this video, comment down below, share it, and subscribe. And thank you for clicking on my video. I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.